Hi, this is Bob from the BeanCast.
Peter from Shankman.com.
And it's time for the 2-minute rundown for Tuesday, May 15th, 2012. The timer's running. Let's get started. Another Facebook story. Go figure. Facebook dominates mobile. This is an interesting story because so many people are worried about Facebook's mobile strategy and whether or not they're going to be worth the billions because they don't have a mobile strategy, and yet they dominate in mobile.
The reason I always said it wasn't worth worrying about was simply because of this. People love sharing their lives and their events, and they're going to do it primarily when they're outside of their house.
Right.
So Facebook, it's awesome. Facebook basically has 1 million people lining up outside their store. If mobile's their store, 1 million people lining outside the store to buy something, except Facebook doesn't know what they want to sell yet.
I know.
It's awesome. They're all there ready to spend money, but Facebook doesn't know what they want to sell. So,
and that's a real problem. I mean, the fact that
but
Facebook doesn't have a...
It's not. They'll come up with a mobile advertising strategy. That's the least they're
right. Well, Netscape had the entire browser community, and they weren't lined up for a good strategy, and they got killed. They got killed by it. So, I mean, it's not necessarily a given that they're going to succeed just because they have everybody there. They need a strategy about how to monetize it. Yeah. Now, agencies are ditching blogging. Now, with all the hype over Facebook and Twitter and all the other social networks, they're ditching their corporate blogs, and I think this is a great strategy because agencies are the terrible bloggers. I mean, most agencies are bad bloggers.
Somewhere at Edelman PR right now, Steve Rubella is cutting off his own penis. It's
Okay, send all letters to Peter Shankman.
I think that they're doing it a little too quickly. Personally, you're right. They're not great bloggers, but it still is a platform. If you look at the 6 a.m. blog, there are a bunch of advertising and PR blogs out there that are run by the CEOs or run by the agencies.
Those are the exceptions.
Those are exceptions. They're good. I think cutting off your nose to spite your face is not necessarily a bad thing.
Well, I always thought it was more a natural flow for agencies to participate in social networks because they specialize in small, sharp messages as opposed to in-depth.
I mean,
discussion.
look, everything goes away. I still like it. I don't think to just say goodbye because everyone else is saying goodbye. If you're going to jump off a bridge, would everyone else jump off a bridge?
And Gray is in the news because they have come up with a strategy for combating brand blindness with Mike's Hard Lemonade. Apparently, they're doing multiple endings for the different.
That's not new. I mean, I've seen a couple of companies do that before. It's a good idea. It gets people a little more engaged, but I mean, it's not going to last long.
Yeah, it seems like it's a one-off strategy, but we'll have to see whether or not.
I was totally in love with someone who worked at Gray, like years and years and years ago, the very first time, and then she never talked to me, and now I'm married to her.
I know. Yes, an ex-Gray employee in the house. Well, we are out of time. I'm Bob Knorpp.
I'm Peter Shankman.
Tune in tomorrow for another 2-minute rundown.